Hi, I'm Sports Psych Mike, and welcome to another episode of Tap Time sponsored by P3 Performance. Today, we're going to talk about why you should use video combined with effective feedback to increase your confidence, increase your consistency, and enhance your overall performance. Carol Dweck talks about how excellent performers share a commonality in attitude. Often it's referred to as mindset. Those with a growth mindset believe that they can develop skills, abilities, and even intelligence. They take the responsibility for their own development and seek ways to get better. And you can do this more effectively through the use of video. Here, let me explain how you can get this done. So, athletes go to coaches to improve some aspect of their performance, to gain an edge, to be told things we don't feel comfortable telling ourselves, and to ultimately be pushed past our comfort zone, which is where true growth is going to take place. Bottom line is, athletes and coaches need ways of turning this scientific data and coaching information into skilled performances. Consistency. Effective coaching feedback helps athletes learn how to correct errors quickly. After an athlete performs, throws off a mound, takes a big swing, they typically are going to ask, hey, how'd I do? How'd that look? Providing essential information to coaches at just the right time can accelerate their progress. We can maximize the benefits of working with a coach by incorporating video. Athletes can then greatly accelerate the learning process through the use of practice, coaches' feedback, the video, and imagery. Using video for improving skill performance is perhaps the most valuable yet overlooked tool in sport. I've heard many coaches tell the athlete, I told you what to do, now you've got to go do it. Or the most referenced question, make sense? The athlete nods and wanders off. So they'll say, got it, coach. And they understand and act like they understand, they walk off, but often they're not understanding. Or the athlete will argue with the coach and says, Coach, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not dropping my shoulder, etc. Video bridges the gap between the coach giving effective feedback and the athlete truly understanding how to implement effective feedback. The how of the instruction, well, that's where the video use comes in. Basically, we have lots of information about performance, but many coaches are not sure how to properly communicate with athletes to effectively correct a throwing motion or a hitting technique, etc. Through the use of video, this allows the athlete to not only see what right looks like, but to see any mistakes as well as the improvements, which ultimately will lead to the success, increased confidence, and overall an increase in consistency. In short, the video simply doesn't lie. Did you know that the same neural pathways are activated when we engage in imagery as when we physically practice? Research shows that when you engage in vivid imagery, your brain interprets these images as identical to the actual situation being imagined, and the same neural pathways are fired at a minute level. So imagery is used not only to accelerate the learning process, but to refine and rehearse well-learned skills that you're practicing over and over and over again. So practice plus video plus imagery plus effective coaching is going to give you the best chance at optimal performance. So to recap, within your deliberate practice sessions, you need to have a growth mindset. You should use video combined with effective coaching feedback to give yourself the absolute best chance for optimal performance enhancement. Check us out on Facebook at sportspsychmike.com, where you can get your mental skills workbook, or feel free to go to p3perk.com. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Tap Time, and we look forward to seeing you next time.